Hey all, Bishoy Tadros here, author of Break Barriers. I'm here to help you channel the mindset to overcome any of life's obstacles, whether personal, professional, on the playing field. I want you to walk away from all my videos thinking, if he can do it, so can I. And I promise you that you can overcome it all. If there's one thing that life has taught me, it's that barriers are meant to be broken. As we continue to build on these videos, I'm going to keep on reminding you, there's absolutely nothing special here. I never considered myself more skilled or qualified than any of my peers, whether it was academically, professionally, athletically, as I've gone throughout life. I've tried to maintain a voice, but at times I was uncertain that anyone is even listening. Regardless, I kept speaking. I remained curious, as I always have been, even when I was figuring out how to write Break Barriers. I had no literary experience as an author, but that curiosity sparked the idea behind this channel. I made it an objective to learn along the way, to be in the moment as I experience ups and downs that accompany life's journey, and I'm committed to being present as I continue along the path. An important part of being present is taking control of your setting. Are you actively surrounding yourself with voices that are lifting you up? Does the company you keep empower you? Are you in control of filtering the messages of your environment? These are the questions that I constantly think of and ask myself. I understand that many of us are used to our normal routine. You get up, you go to work, maybe you go to the gym, maybe grab some dinner with a friend or a significant other, watch some TV, and you repeat. And that's okay. But let me ask you again. Are the voices in your head throughout the day pushing you to be better, or are you just going through the motions? I want you to think about that for a moment. No one talks to you more than you talk to yourself on any given day, am I right? And where are you picking up the material to stir your own thoughts, right? I ask this because I want you to reflect on that self-talk and consider, are you putting yourself in a position to build or break, to be better than yesterday or to accept the status quo? You don't need to be running at full speed all the time, but you should always aim to move forward. These thoughts are critical because today I'm going to talk to you about the power of community. What is community? For the purposes of today, I'm going to define community as the group of people that you both systematically and deliberately choose to surround yourself with. To elaborate, systematically you have people like your family and your coworkers, those of whom you can't always change at your own liberty. Simultaneously, you have people around you at the gym, the coffee shop, the museums or parks that you enjoy, or even your extracurriculars like your book club or the volunteer work you take on. The second group is a little bit more in your control. You can choose to go to another gym or volunteer for a different organization if you're not picking up the right vibes in one place or the other, right? It wasn't, for me personally, until I was in my mid-20s that I personally uncovered the power of community. And I talk about it in Break Barriers. There was a series of events that began when I decided to go out for a casual run with a roommate of mine at the time. He was a seasoned Lifetime runner. Something clicked for me after I embarrassed myself trying to keep up with him. And I acknowledged the benefits of finding people like him that were more seasoned in their craft and taking on the opportunity to learn in their midst. I became obsessed with finding the people who I considered to be smarter, stronger, faster, more successful than me. I took note of the people who I considered to be perhaps more proficient in certain areas or more resourceful, and I yearned to make them a part of my team. The wheels were in motion. I was essentially handpicking the people I wanted to motivate my inner potential, and I was doing whatever I could to just be in their midst. It was clear to me that living in New York City, within a stone's throw, I was surrounded by some of the most ambitious people around. I needed to get even closer to soak in their mindset, to appreciate their discipline, and most importantly, to revive any of my own hidden potential off of their energy. After that run, I made the decision to reprioritize fitness. I didn't believe in my foundation. I was exposed after that run. I had every reason to believe I would fail, and looking around, it seemed like everyone else was much further ahead. I forced myself to start taking 6 a.m. spin classes at a favorite studio of mine called Swerve. It was founded by a few friends who, based in their product, promoted the concept of building your team. What did I learn from those experiences in those classes? Well, you can say I was understanding more about my physical endurance because those classes were tough. But what I like to tell people is I learned that I have it in me to wake up at a dark hour on a cold morning to improve myself because other people were. I learned how to self-talk and to rally my peers because of the people around me. In Break Barriers, I discussed the phrase, I can, I am, I will. It was a phrase that I picked up from those Wednesday morning classes that you're going to read about how a phrase as simple as that helped me achieve a major milestone in my life. It was in that studio that I met people who encouraged me to sign up for my first race, and then my next one, and the one after that. Now, they're the people that I see in the crowd several years later cheering me on as I laugh because I never thought I was going to be the competitor amongst them. It was in that studio that I networked professionally. I met the folks who have guided my career. And it was also in that studio that I met the people who empowered me to continue steering the mission behind Break Barriers, even if they didn't know it. I actively sought out people who I knew could challenge me to be better. And I encourage everyone to look around at their crew and assess if they are being challenged by their community. I encourage you all to seek out the team that will push you, to celebrate small wins along the way, to keep learning about yourself, and to find that strength within. Spoiler alert, those voices can be strangers. For me, I knew personally maybe about 30% of people who propelled me to where I am today. Do you remember in my intro when I discussed exiting your comfort zone? Well, this is where it starts. Being uncomfortable doesn't have to mean physical pain. In this case, it means being vulnerable in front of people who you don't even know, who are likely more skilled than you. I promise that if you're honest with your intention to vibe off them, that your team will take you to new heights. I hope this video serves as a model to you all about the power of community. Stay vulnerable, be curious, keep an eye out for the vibration of positive energy, that reassurance that you're not crazy, and the example of others that shows you that your goals are within reach. I hope you find this video helpful, and I'm excited to carry on with you to help you channel the mindset to break your barriers.